Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is Andita Prameswari with NPM 2241215 and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, we have to talking about principle of corporate governance and the learn of the corporate governance and aspects of corporate governance. Okay, let's move on to the next video. First of all, we have to talking about the introductions. The corporate governance refers to the system by which companies are directed and controlled. It plays a key role in ensuring transparency, accountability, and ethical business practices. Good governance is crucial for gaining stakeholder trust and achieving long-term success. What is the definition of corporate governance? Corporate governance involves the relationships between a company's management, boards, shareholders, and other stakeholders. It provides a framework for setting company objectives and monitoring performance. So, the corporate governance is the most important the relationships of the governance of the company and company's management. Next slide, we have two key principles of corporate governance. There are five key principles of corporate governance. Number one is transparency. The transparency means that the company provides clear, accurate, and timely information about the operations, financial conditions, and decision-making process. This often helps build trust with the investors, employee, and the public. Number two is accountability. Accountability refers to the obligations of the company's management to explain their actions and decisions to shareholders and stakeholders. It ensures that decision makers are answerable from the outcomes of their actions. Number three is responsibility. Responsibility means that companies must comply with law and regulations and act ethically in the interests of the stakeholders. This includes corporate social responsibility and the obligation to distribute the positively to the society. Number four is fairness. The fairness is about treating all stakeholders and shareholders, employees, customers, and partners equitability and without favoritism. Equal ensures opportunity and protections for minority stakeholders. The next is independence. Independence ensures that decisions are made objectively, without undue influence from internal or external parties. Independent boards and community help prevent conflicts or interests and promote better and governance. Okay, they're all the key principles of governance, corporate governance. And next, we have to move on the next slide. Why is corporate governance theory is important? The important number one is provides a framework for understanding business practice. Number two is help develop effective and governance policies. Number three is explain conflicts and solutions in the relationships between management and owners. And then is encourage ethics and accountability within the company. There are the reason of the importance of corporate governance theory. And next we have to move on in the next slide is agency theory. Agency theory explains the challenge that occur when the interests of stakeholders or principals conflicts with those of management or agents. Manager may act in our interest unless governance mechanisms like performance-based incentive or oversight boards are in the place. Based in this theory, support the needs for accountability and monitoring system to reduce conflicts. Next, we have the stewardship theory. Stewardship theory assumes that managers are trustworthy stewards who will prioritize the organization's goal over personal interests. It focuses on the trust, shared value, and commitment to the company's success rather than control of monitoring. This theory suggests that empowering leaders can result in more responsibilities and ethics of behavior. That's all. We have to learn this stewardship theory is important we learn. Next, we have to stakeholder theory. Stakeholder theory broadens their perspective or governance by including not just shareholders but also employees, customers, suppliers, and society at large. The goal is to balance the needs for all these groups to build long-term sustainability and shared value. This inclusive approach makes business more responsive and responsible. Next, we have to use dependency theory. This theory emphasizes the strategic role of the board in providing access to essential research such as information, expertise, and legitimacy. Board members connect the organization to the external environment and help with acquiring research needs for survival and growth. Diversity in skills and backgrounds strengthens a board of value. And next we have to political theory. The political theory sees corporate governance as a system shaped by power dynamics and influenced by regulations, policies, and society force. Decisions within organizations are affected by political factors, both internal, like boardroom politics, and external, like government's law or media pressures. The next slide we have two ethical theories in governance. Ethical theories emphasize that corporate actions should be guided by moral principles, not just profits. Ethical governance fosters trust with stakeholders and support long-term success. Leaders must set up the tone from the top and create a culture where integrity matters. Let's move on to the next slide. We have two practical application in Indonesia. In Indonesia, corporate governance has gained important through regulations such as Financial Service Authority or OJK policies. Companies adopt governance model influenced by agency and stakeholders. The presence of independent commissioners, audit committees, and transparency requirements exemplifies local applications. Next slide, we have two case study. Example is Gojek. Gojek is the great example for governance in action balancing innovation with accountability. By putting drivers, partners, and users at the center, Gojek aligns with stakeholders' theory, building trust and long-term growth. That's why Gojek is survived in these locations and more is growth in international. Okay, we have to conclusion in this matter. That's why its corporate governance theory provides valuable frameworks to guide organizations towards ethical, effective, and sustainable management. By applying these theories, leaders can make informed decisions, resolve conflicts, and build resilient system of accountability. That's all the conclusions in this today videos. And thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry for the mistakes, and if you have the video is helpful for you, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and share in your social media. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.